Hi, I'm Tyler with Johnston Realty,
And I'm Brandi with Johnston Realty and ConverseCountyHome.com.
and this is your weekly market update for Converse County for the week of
July 7th.
July. We're actually doing it on Monday,
On
so
the day,
we're,
yes.
we're
Look at us
recording
go.
it on. We're making progress. So far in Converse County, there are 36 active, and then there are 26 pending, and 2 sold this month.
Okay.
So the 2 sold were 310 and 525. So
Okay.
up there a bit. I guess still not really the starter home,
Right.
first time home buyer section.
Yeah.
A little bit higher up there as far as prices are going.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what
Still
we're seeing.
seems like, okay, we got a good number on the market.
Yeah.
Not a ton, not a ton. But
Not a
for
lot.
what we've had.
Yeah. Well, and the ones that are pending right now, they're listed anywhere from 32,000 all the way up to 625. So again, there's still a good
A big
stretch.
difference, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the market that we're in. And then the ones that are active are anywhere from $30,000 all the way up to $1.1 million on the market right now.
I think people who haven't been in the home market are shocked and surprised. I get it, but that is the price. That's the thing with homes. Like, the price is what somebody will pay for it.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, prices are higher, but that is the market, and that's where we are seeing. And I don't foresee, you never know, but I don't foresee them coming down.
I don't either. There's just...
Especially if you watch trending wise, like, with inflation, like houses just go up. Even in 2008, when there was a housing financial crisis, that affected some. But in general, overall, like, house prices just continue.
Well, even locally, when we had that about 14 and 15, the
Was
Ford
there a
dealership,
bust?
the dealership closed. They were laying people off out at the coal mines, which had never really happened before. And somebody said, what's that doing to the home prices? And I was like, honestly, they're staying solid.
Did it
They're
just take
still going
longer
up.
on market, or?
What you saw is people that had decided, okay, now I'm done. Had so much equity in their homes that if they wanted out and wanted to move, they would price it lower than the market just to move it faster. But everything else...
But it didn't tank.
Everything else still stayed the same. You found some really good deals for those people that were in a situation to do that. But everything just kind of stayed the same. And then, of course, you hit COVID and everything just skyrocketed higher.
Right. After it kind of paused, people didn't know, and then...
But average Converse County, or Douglas specifically, averages like 5 to 7% appreciation each year, and it just keeps going. But like you said, if you haven't been in it,
It does seem shocking, and it is. Like, I'm not saying it's not, but...
Oh yeah, I've got one that'll be coming on this week or the first of next. And when I met with them, they said, I said, this is where I think you should be, price wise. It's up to you, but this... And he was like shocked. He thought it was at least where he thought it would be before I came over and talked to him. I mean, there was
a lot less.
A significant difference. He was like, I didn't think it would go for that much. But he's been in the home for
he hasn't
9,
been
10
shopping.
years. Yeah, so he hadn't really paid attention.
Right. Yeah. So very interesting market for sure.
How'd your 4th of July go?
A little interesting. I got dumped in the river. We went in Glenrock. Last minute, like I said, we were going to. We were like, okay, well, let's go. We had checked the weather. It was gonna kind of rain, so that was the day, like a couple days before. But then the day before the 4th of July, it was like, oh no, it's supposed to be good. Let's go ahead and go. So we didn't have everything like really all ready and stuff, and we decided to meet out there. And we got out there, and we didn't have like the right paddles. The one paddle, I just had I was in a boat and there, we had floaties, like we have a whole, a bunch
Yeah.
of people. It was a lot of different, but my husband and I were in a boat, and there was the two paddles. Well, one had all of the pieces. This other one was just like, I felt like I was going with a straw. Like the other part wasn't connected because it screws together. Anyway, so I'm like, this is dumb, but and we didn't bring our life jackets, just our little daughters, and I'm like, everybody goes without life jackets. I never go without life jackets, but a lot of people will go without life jackets, and it's the river. Sure, it can get, but so we went without life jackets and got dumped in the river. Got hit into the second piling of the bridge. I didn't realize. First of all, it was going pretty fast, and there was clouds behind, and it was raining. We did notice the river actually rise. Like that's kind of crazy,
right?
In just the time that I was getting rescued. But anyway, so like where it did, it kind of pushed us. We kind of bumped along a piling before. It's a big metal boat. We're not too worried, but it was really strong right there. Apparently that, I didn't think about it, but the Deer Creek is meeting right there.
Where it meets into the North
And so
Platte.
there's more. So we went up the piling, and which made us take on water, which dumped all of our stuff out. So we didn't have phones anymore. And anyways, it was fine. My husband swam. I was screaming. There was the campground right on the other side, and there were people. And so I was screaming to help because I thought my husband was drowning. He was chasing after and trying to swim and catch the bag. And I'm like, ditch the bag, save your life. And my daughter she was tied on, a little floaty behind. And so I grabbed her as she went by, like it dumped us out. I grabbed her, and then we just went, kind of to the front, and right behind that piling. I didn't have a life jacket, and then I stood up right on the piling. Mm-hmm. So I was still in the water, but the water was rushing around us, and so I untied her from the boat. We just sat there and waited for them to come rescue us. They threw us a rope, and they're like, "Can you swim?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, but that looks really scary." It was so strong. Like just being, when I would reach out to grab it was strong. It was, my husband couldn't touch the bottom at all. It was probably like 12 feet deep, right where we were at, So I'm like, well, yeah. And they're like, here, we'll just throw it. And they pulled us in, I held on to her and swam in, but it was an adventure. And then our friends helped us save our boat, like get it out. I was seriously content just to leave it there. I was like, abandoned ship.
You're done.
Like, let it lie with the fishes. I don't care. I was like done. And my husband's like, no, we're going to go get, so he went, and our friend lived right on the other side, and they had a boat with a little motor, and they helped my husband get the boat out, and we put it by their shop. And then the next morning we wake up and their shop had burnt down.
That's what I saw on Facebook.
So sad. So
nobody was hurt.
Nobody was hurt. They had a big, nice, detached shop from their house, thank goodness. But they woke up to an officer banging on their window saying, "Your shop's on fire." And so he went out in his, pajamas and was trying to prevent, because when it was engulfed, the entire shop, it was a big shop, but it was engulfed, and so sparks and stuff flying, and like you said, things are so dry. So he had the hose and trying, and it takes time for the fire department to get there, but they got there, and it was pretty traumatic for them. They lost everything in the shop, everything. Like they had a boat, like a bigger boat, like saddles you can't even see.
Right.
There were 4-H
stuff.
Show animals. Kids. They had friends from them that had shown, and then they had friends that were keeping their animals at their house, and so a whole pallet of feed and all their show stuff and things like that. So they're glad to be, they're safe. I'm like, did we bring you bad luck?
It's the boat. It's all the boat.
They're like, your boat's fine. I'm like, I don't care. I would have left it. I'm just worried about you guys. So, but they are doing a GoFundMe for them, and then also the family that had the pigs, if you want. They do have insurance, but it's crazy the things, by the time that comes, like they had to go buy hoses, garbage, you think, oh yeah, I got an extension cord. Like everything was in their shop, those little tools, lawnmower, they were going to mow the lawn. They're like, nope, can't do that. Just all those little things so if you guys want to,
we'll put a link in the description for the GoFundMe.
Yeah.
And also help out the kids with their 4-H supplies so that way they can still show.
Yeah.
Because county fair is coming up.
County fair, yep. The horse show starts this Friday and Saturday. And they're doing that this year at South Rec in Glenrock.
Oh, okay.
And then it will be the county fair here in town in Douglas starting the next week. So that'll be fun.
Well, you guys had an eventful weekend.
Yeah, it was an adventure.
Yeah.
What about you? How was your 4th of July?
Mild compared to that. The 2 oldest kids stayed in Chadron and did stuff with their friends, I guess, and they had to work. So we went to Casper on Friday and watched the new Jurassic World and did fireworks at the house.
Did you like the movie?
I don't know. It's one of those. I feel like it's kind of like the Fast and the Furious. A new one comes out, you
are excited.
You have to go see it because well, it's Jurassic Park, but it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay.
But it wasn't terrible.
It was a nice way to spend the afternoon.
Yeah.
In the AC. And quiet in a comfy chair.
Everybody in one area.
Everybody in one spot. And I got to just put up my feet and not move for just over 2 hours.
And not
so that
work.
Was nice.
That's probably big for you. Are you somebody, I don't know, but I assume you're like editing, or if you're watching a movie as a family, are you not really?
No, we
at home.
Yeah, it's one of those, the phone's still ringing, you're still getting texts. I mean, it's just, oh, I know I've got these things to do. Should I be doing this or doing that? But I did try to just take the weekend and...
Good.
I worked on Saturday. I worked on I got a passion project, a pet project. I had filmed when they did the mural.
Oh yeah, I saw that you had posted about that interview.
Yeah, so I worked on that Saturday afternoon, and that was something that's just kind of been sitting on the hard drive since May, and I never had a chance to do anything with it, so I did it Saturday. Okay. But that was about it. Then took some pictures for some agents on Sunday.
Nice. So, we didn't even go to fireworks because I was just done.
We didn't go. We could hear them from the house, but like I said, we were lighting our own off. And I went to get Loki. We had let him out so he could wander around. I built a fence, put panels up. So now he's just in that one pasture along the fairgrounds
instead of free range.
Yeah, instead of just being in the chicken coop. But we had let him out so that way he could go run around. And Brighton grabbed a thing of black cats and lit it and threw it, and they started. I was like, no. He's like, what? I was like, let me get Loki back in the pen before we start
scare him off.
Letting these things off and chase him somewhere. So then after he was locked up, or when I walked down the road to put him in that pen, it was just enough around the corner of the trees. I was like, oh, you guys, you can come see the city fireworks from here. And they were all sitting over there. They're like, and? Okay, well, I guess we're not interested in that this year. So they did their own stuff, and that was about it.
The boys lit off a big, I don't know, something that my husband's stepdad gave them. That wasn't really a firework, but it made a big boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
The fun ones.
I guess. Yeah. I think they're not fun, but but they thought it was cool.
Spoken like a true mom.
Yeah. Our dog took off.
Yeah.
Anyways, those. But that was just one, thank goodness, and then we were done.
Yeah, we bought a little pack. We stopped on the way home from Casper and bought some. But like I said, everything was so dry. I was like,
I'll be a little careful.
Gotta just watch. But, I mean, they all had fun.
Oh, good. So. Good. My tip comes from the fire, to be honest with you. One of the things that I've learned, unfortunately, I've had friends that have had their house burnt down or different things. And finding all of the stuff, because you have to go, when you're making a claim, you have to write down everything and the value of it and everything, which even if it was just one room seems like really tedious. Well, I had a friend tell me one time that her insurance agent recommends, once in a while going through your home with a video and just, kind of, because you won't remember all the jewelry until later, but you've already done the claim. It was like, oh, what about
I forgot, and it's too late.
Yeah, or that gun, or that tool,
Painting
or that.
picture.
Yep. And unfortunately, it costs so much, they're not going to pay you, but you're going to have to buy it brand new. So everything you can remember. But anyways, and do that in a shop, open the drawer so you can but everything can be saved on the cloud now. So do that video, save it on the cloud. Hopefully you'll never need it. But it's something that you can do simply, but it will save you if you need it.
It's, one of those things that you hope you never need it, but you'll be so happy if you've done it. So that way you've got it.
Yeah.
I remember my dad, after they had finished the house, he's like, okay. And we had the old camcorder. And that's exactly what he told me.
Yeah.
He's like, I want you to walk through every room. He said, and just take a picture of every wall, everything. And I don't know what he did with the tape afterwards, but same thing.
He probably could have figured something out if it was,
So
there's my tip.
That's a good tip.
All right. Well, you let us know what you're looking forward to this summer, this week.
Yeah, it's going quick.
Yeah, we're halfway through, I think.
Yeah. County fair, then state fair, and school starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Bye.